Hi, my name is Eric Patterson. On June 6, 2016, I was arrested right here in this location by two officers. I'm not exactly sure what their names are, but this is where it did occur. I walked up the stairs. There were officers here waiting on me. I came to them. I said to myself, they're going to listen to reason. So I came up here, told them what I knew. There was a bench here. There was an area rug and a bench right here. I'm assuming there's new neighbors here. I don't know. I haven't lived here in over a year. But there was a bench here. When I told the officers my story, he was the oldest officer there, to my knowledge. And that's from assumption. He looks like the oldest. And once I told him my story, he asked me to have a seat, which I did. I sat down, good posture, hands on my kneecaps, trying not to look nervous, Sat there, and I heard two guys over here. One of them said, what you want to do? And the old guy was like, man, it's up to you. So the guy comes from over there, Sean, comes from right there, and walks over here, and when he gets about right here, he says, stand up, turn around, and I'm still in the stage in my mind, I'm not resisting, but I'm still at that shock point in my mind. And as soon as he said that and seen my expression, it was all like this, Once he seen that, he was like, you know what, never mind, just stay seated. And there was another guy right here, and two guys, him and another guy, came up on both sides of me, grabbed my arms while I was seated, and arrested me. As they stood me up, I said, may I ask why I've been arrested? Now we're walking. Come on. Now we're walking. And he said, I'll tell you in a minute. So we're walking down the steps. I got two cops on me, one on both sides of me, and they're both bigger than me. So we're walking down the steps. I'm not saying nothing. We're walking. When I get roughly here, I asked again, a second time, may I ask why I've been arrested? And both of these officers ignored me. And we just continued to walk.
Whoa.
All this time, no words are being exchanged between us. I'm not saying anything to them. They're not saying anything to me or to each other. We walked out here, walked this way. About right here, I asked again while we're still walking, may I ask why I've been arrested? And one of them said, we'll tell you in a sec. So now I've asked 3 times, and I've been arrested, and now I don't know why. So now this is an arrest. This is something different. I don't know what this is, but I'm terrified, I'm afraid. These guys got guns, they're bigger than me, and I'm outnumbered. They came and got me from my home. I asked them 3 times, what have I done to be arrested for? Why have I been arrested? We'll tell you in a minute. Then silence. Now, right here at this very spot, he said, we'll tell you in a sec. When he said that, both of them on the side of me, with my arms arrested, I turned my head over my shoulder back to my apartment, showing the apartments. So back toward the apartments where the people were, put back on me. And I called for help. Help, help, help. Right here. When I started to get the second help, the second help, roughly about there, the officer was like, don't you fucking do that. There was a squad car over there where that gray SUV is at. Don't get the tree in the shot, show them clearly. Where that gray SUV was at. But it wasn't parked as far up. Okay, keep it over there. And the nose of their squad car was about where their back door is at. So the whole car was sitting on an angle like this because it was parked on that slope. And then over in the street on Gaston, behind those trees over there, behind that vehicle, behind those trees, there was 2 squad cars sitting in the street facing west, facing us. Okay, so I asked for help the third, excuse me. I asked what I did the third time. They refused to tell me. They neglected to tell me. I called for help. He said, don't you fucking do that. Him, the white guy, I call him the white guy and the Mexican guy. I didn't know who they were. The white guy was on my right side. The Mexican guy was on my left side. That's how I identified these officers. That's what I knew. Okay. When I yelled for help, he said, don't you fucking do that. And him, the white guy, started it. Started dragging me to the car. And the Mexican guy was pretty much just doing what the other guy was doing to me. They got me over here to the car. When they were dragging me, I remember when I was right here, they were dragging me and causing so much pain to my wrist. I wanted to jump. I wanted to see this hill we're on. Show them the hill. We're on the hill. I remember about here, I was experiencing so much pain to my wrist. I wanted to like jump and flip to, get that pain off of my wrist. But I didn't, because I knew how that was gonna look and how that was gonna go down. So I didn't, I just took it. I just took the pain. Then we got over here to where the squad car was. I don't want to get on their vehicle. I don't know them. They don't know I'm doing this. Squad car, the end of it was like back here somewhere. It was like back here somewhere. So they got me to the back of the squad car on the trunk, and I'm there. I'm already arrested. I'm surrounded by officers. And for some reason, out of nowhere, the white guy, who I believe is King now, throws my shoulders way up over my arms. And I'm screaming in agony, oh! Like, not even holding back on my scream, like I couldn't. I was in agony. I was being tormented by these guys. I really was. Right after that, they started, they brought me over here to the side, to the back of the squad car to put me in. And I asked them again, what have I been arrested for? And now he finally told me. He finally told me, you've been arrested for domestic violence, is what he said. So then I get in the squad car, and it's all of us talking shit back and forth. All of them is ganged up on me, talking shit about me amongst each other, and I'm talking hella shit to everybody around me. Because they done already illegally detained me or arrested me. I don't know what it was, because they didn't articulate anything to me. They didn't tell me a thing, except for your ass going to jail. And didn't even tell me that. Just put me in handcuffs, started walking with me. Literally, that's how it happened. They put me in handcuffs and started walking me somewhere. I asked them, I didn't ask them where we going. I asked them, what did I do? We'll tell you in a second. We'll tell you in a minute. And silence, that's not an answer. That's grounds for me to protect myself. He's lucky I didn't have a weapon on me. Because when he failed to identify himself as a peace officer, with his name, his badge number, his business card, something, all of those things, something else, then he became an enemy. He became a terrorist to me. I spent 66 days in jail behind this the first time. And I lost my housing voucher and my apartment. I don't live here anymore. Because these officers lied on me. They lied on me. 7 times. At least 7 times. But that's where it happened. I wanted to show you guys the distance from my apartment, the area where I was arrested, to the transport vehicle. Show you how much time I had to ask these officers, what did I do? And how much time they had to answer me, but neglected, refused to answer me. If I broke the law, tell me what I did. If you got a legitimate reason for me to be in handcuffs on my way to Lou Sterrett, tell me. Not only is it courteous, It's the law. Law enforcer. Do that. I just wanted to show you guys the distance. You know, I wish I had two big linebacker guys, friends that I knew, to demonstrate, be the example of how big these guys were. Excuse me, how big these guys were. But they were bigger than me. I tell you what, at least they were able to pass the whatever kind of physical test that Dallas requires them to. They was passing it, and they was doing better than the minimum. I can tell you that. You know, young guys, early to mid 30s, gung ho. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get a raise. You know we're gonna get fired if you don't get his quota. Everybody's admitting to that. All these police stations, agencies are admitting to it. If these officers don't get X amount of arrests, X amount of tickets, X amount of everything, then they're in jeopardy of getting X'd. So what really happened this night? I ended up getting to jail, and I didn't ever have a domestic violence charge. They never charged me with an assault on the girl. They charged me with an assault on the peace officer. When I started yelling for help, they saying that it was Free and Herrera escorting me to this patrol car. And when I got here, Free and Herrera saw me bite King. Where did King come from? How did he get around me to bite him? Why didn't I bite Free? Why didn't I bite Herrera? Why didn't I? They're trying to make me look like an animal. They're trying to make me look like I was mad, like I was out of my mind, like I was seeing blood, but I wasn't. I was seeing blue. I was seeing black and blue. My black ass and blue on it is what I was seeing. Thank you guys for listening. I hope that this gives you guys some further insight to the real truth. Thank you.